Hi, I'm Sina and I'm a drummer.
Viewers around the world fell in love with Sina Drums, better known as Sina Drums, not just for her astonishing drum skills, but for the pure joy and calm confidence she exuded in every video. With millions of views and a global fan base, she appeared to be the model of success: flawless timing, cheerful demeanor, and an endless stream of classic rock covers that echoed through YouTube's algorithms. But beneath the surface of every smile and snare hit was a hidden struggle, a pressure so heavy it would have crushed many young artists before they even got started. Sina's story isn't just about beats and rhythm. It's about the weight of expectations, the dangers of silent suffering, and the cost of chasing perfection in a world that demands constant performance. While fans celebrated her every upload, Sina was quietly battling burnout, financial instability, and a creative identity crisis that nearly derailed her career. This is the story the algorithm never told you. She looked like she was living the dream, but behind the drums, Sina was barely holding it together. Raised by music, trained by discipline. Born into a musically rich environment in Germany, Sina was immersed in rhythm from the very beginning. Her father, a professional musician and producer, became both her mentor and taskmaster, guiding her through the fundamentals with the precision of a maestro and the intensity of a perfectionist. Unlike most kids her age, Sina didn't just play, she practiced relentlessly, often secluded in their basement studio, pounding out drum patterns while her peers played outside. Every beat she mastered came with expectations, not from fans but from within her own family. It wasn't long before she was posting drum covers online, transforming her father's lessons into viral sensations. But what the audience didn't see was the pressure that came with it. Being raised in a musical household might sound like a dream, but for Sina, it meant no room for error, no days off, and no excuses. Behind every flawless drum roll was a girl driven not just by passion, but by pressure so intense it nearly cracked her spirit. Sina's breakthrough didn't come from a flashy label deal or TV competition. It came from consistency, talent, and YouTube's mysterious algorithm. With covers of Queen, Rush, Toto, and Phil Collins, her drumming struck a chord with both boomers and Gen Z, skyrocketing her to international attention. Her quiet confidence, minimalist production, and refusal to chase fame made her all the more authentic, a rarity in a sea of digital noise. But as her audience ballooned, so did her workload. She had to constantly churn out content, record multicam setups, mix and edit, all while keeping her image spotless and her energy high. And while her smile became a signature, the reality behind it was far from joyful. Her rise was meteoric, but the higher she climbed, the more invisible the toll became, because viral doesn't always mean victorious. Burnout in silence, the toll of perfectionism. Behind the polished thumbnails and upbeat energy was a creator suffocating under the weight of expectation. Sina wasn't just competing with other drummers. She was competing with her own past performances, her analytics, and a brutal upload schedule dictated by an unforgiving platform. Every time she didn't meet her usual engagement metrics, the self-doubt crept in. Creators know this burnout well, but few discuss it. For Sina, the pain wasn't just emotional, it was physical. Hours behind the kit led to wrist strain, back issues, and tension headaches. But she never let it show. In her mind, slipping was not an option. The world knew her as the smiling girl who crushed drum solos. Letting that mask slip felt like betrayal. Every beat she hit for her fans echoed like a scream for help that no one could hear. While most fans assumed her millions of views translated to financial stability, the reality was far harsher. As a cover artist, Sina faced relentless copyright flags, demonetizations, and strict revenue sharing with original rights holders. In essence, her most popular videos, the very ones that built her fame, often earned her the least. Her primary income came from Patreon, merchandise, and direct fan support, making her financial world unpredictable and deeply fragile. This isn't unique to Sina, but it hit her especially hard because she refused to exploit trends or sensationalism for clicks. Her integrity, while admirable, came at a steep cost. In the eyes of her fans, she was a star, but behind the curtain, she was fighting just to stay afloat. The London gamble, searching for creative freedom. In an unexpected move, Sina packed her drums and relocated from Germany to London, a city known for its creative chaos and cultural reinvention. This wasn't just about music, it was about escaping the stagnation that had quietly crept into her creative life. The move brought new challenges, loneliness, cultural shifts, and the painful process of rebuilding from scratch. But it also gave her space to breathe, to experiment, and to rediscover why she started playing drums in the first place. For the first time in years, Sina allowed herself to slow down and create for the sake of joy, not just clicks. The girl who once played to please the world was finally learning to play for herself. As her brand grew, so did the offers, record labels, management deals, sponsorships. But Sina turned them down, choosing independence over industry machinery. She feared losing her voice, her control, her artistic soul. This decision meant more work, more risk, and more nights wondering if she made the right choice. But it also meant freedom. Projects like Kai Might, her all-female international collab band, and original albums like the Kai Might Project gave her space to grow beyond just covers. She was no longer just a viral drummer. She was a producer, a songwriter, a mentor. She walked away from the spotlight's biggest offers just to protect the light inside her. Cracks in the surface when Sina finally spoke out. For years, Sina kept her struggles locked behind a screen, her pain filtered through upbeat captions and polite smiles. But in 2023, something shifted. She began to open up in live streams, blog posts, and social media threads. She admitted to feeling lost, anxious, overwhelmed. Fans were stunned. The Sina they knew, the one who always seemed calm and in control, was now sharing her raw, vulnerable truth. It didn't shatter her image, it deepened it. Thousands sent messages of support, sharing their own struggles, thanking her for breaking the silence. She had spent years speaking through drums, but it was her unfiltered voice that finally set her free. Today, Sina is still playing, but not just for YouTube. She's diving into original music, collaborating with rising artists, and mentoring the next generation of creators. Her channel has evolved into more than performance, it's a community, a safe space for honest conversations about mental health, industry pressure, and the realities of independent artistry. She doesn't post as frequently, but when she does, it's on her terms. Gone is the pressure to please the algorithm. In its place is a renewed sense of purpose. The drummer once known for her silence is now leading a movement with her voice, and that rhythm is louder than ever. Conclusion: the smile that hid the storm. The story of Sina Drums is not one of downfall or scandal. It's a story of silent resilience, of invisible battles, and of the courage it takes to stay authentic in a world built on illusion. She didn't crumble, she didn't quit, she adapted, she spoke out, and she redefined what success means on her own terms. Her journey is a powerful reminder that the creators we admire are often fighting the hardest battles behind the scenes. So next time you see a viral smile, remember, there's always more beneath the surface. Because the beat may go on, but the real story is found in the silence between the strikes.